Hey, I was looking at electric eye massagers, and the top two are the Breo IC4 and the Renpho 2.0. Which one is better? One of these eye massagers is going to be the better solution for you. Want to know which one? Well,
let's get ready to rumble with the Breo IC4 and Renpho 2.0 showdown.
what are the critical items that would make you purchase one over the other? Here are 8 features that may have you preferring one electric eye massager over the other. Packaging, maybe. How to use them. Price, is that the only difference? Which one fits my face? And what about the padding and material covering the massagers? Hey, does yours come with music? And what if I don't want heat?
Oh, look at all the pretty buttons.
When you look at both of these eye massagers, the packaging is a beauty on each of them. I know in my episode, Body Fat Smart Scale Showdown, Renpho versus Quadro Base 2, I dinged Renpho on the cardboard box packaging. But they stepped up their game with this eye massager, and the packaging on both these products leaves you feeling like you bought something special. These eye massagers are easy to use. They're all built about the same. You slip them over your head, there's this adjustable elastic headband, and the buttons on the side are for adjusting the massage to your liking. So, what's going to make you prefer one over the other? Price is a difference on these electric eye massagers. The Renpho 2.0 can be as much as 30 to 40% less expensive than the Breo IC4. But I wouldn't recommend buying one of these electric eye massagers on price alone. So let's look at some of those other differences. The fit of each of these eye massagers is different. The Renpho 2.0 is a full inch larger than the Breo IC4, and I didn't think that would make a difference, but over time it did for me. The Renpho is designed for a bigger face. You know, the bridge that goes over the nose, it's wider, and the eye pads that cover the eyes, those are larger too. So the Renpho 2.0 is more geared to a person who would wear maybe large frame sunglasses. And when I first started using the Renpho 2.0, I didn't notice the wider bridge. The wider bridge actually pushed the iPad more on top of my eye. And if I adjusted one side to get the iPad in a more comfortable position, it would make the other side more uncomfortable. So the Renpho 2.0, designed for a larger face, and maybe more men would like the size of this unit. On the other hand, the Breo IC4, it's a smaller unit, not only in width, but in height. And this massager fits my face. So my glasses are a medium and a normal bridge width for that size. So if you don't have to find large glasses for your face, and if you don't have a wide bridge of your nose, the Breo IC4 is probably going to fit you better. And what else makes the fit different on these two units? Well, it's the padding. And I don't think you would be conscious of this unless you were trying out the two different eye massagers over time and next to each other. The Breo IC4, oh, surprise, it has better padding. And the padding feels more like memory foam with a synthetic suede covering that's really soft on the face. And the Renpho, it has a thin foam pad between their massagers and your face. And the covering on the Renpho 2.0, it's a soft polyurethane covering. It's not plush like the Breo IC4. Now, that whole padding and suede covering polyurethane thing, that's probably more a me thing. And I can tell you, if I hadn't tried the Breo IC4, I probably wouldn't even have thought about it. That means the padding and the material to cover the unit, it's more a personal preference thing because it's not like one delivers a better massage versus the other. They both seem to deliver the same massage with 3 different levels of intensity, and each one of them has a massage with heat, vibration, and air pressure. So, what makes these different is how they operate. And the Breo IC4 is the most recent eye massager from Breo, and so it's been modified to address consumer concerns. And one of the biggest concerns was the music on the eye massagers. I don't know what kind of speakers were used, but they sound like tinny noise. And I use earbuds or listen to my own devices when using the eye massagers. What I liked about the Breo IC4 is it doesn't play music anymore, and thank goodness. The Renpho 2.0 has a music option, and it automatically starts playing every time you use it. On my Renpho unit, it's hard to turn the music off because there are 3 buttons on the side of the unit, and these buttons don't respond to pressure consistently. You have to find the right button first, and then you have to start pressing on it. And sometimes it's going to respond, and sometimes it won't. And that can get annoying, which is the exact opposite of why you're using these massagers. On the other hand, the Renpho allows you to turn off the heat, and the Breo doesn't. So if you run hot, you don't like heat on your face or eyes, you're going to want to use the Renpho. And when it comes to buttons, the Breo IC4 has just 1 button on the side of the unit. The Renpho 2.0 has 3 buttons on the side of the unit, and you can purchase a separate remote for the Renpho, which has even more buttons. And you know, I thought I would like all those options and buttons delivered with Renpho 2.0, but after 2 months of using these massagers, for me, I don't like those options. For me, I just want to put these on, push 1 button, and call it goods. So I prefer that 1 button option on the Breo IC4, and that 1 button has 3 different massage strengths. Now, it's not like I didn't like all the options on the Renpho 2.0. Yet, when you buy it, you suddenly realize that your eyes are covered, and that makes it actually difficult to see the remote or to use the 3 buttons on the side of the Renpho. So the options become not easy to program. And on my Renpho 2.0, the buttons on the side of the Renpho are a little bit unpredictable. Sometimes they'll respond and sometimes they won't. And the buttons can become really sensitive when you don't want them to be sensitive and completely indifferent when you're trying to change something. And that's would get annoying when I was trying to turn off the music. I would have to feel for that music button, and suddenly the massage strength adjusting button would decide to be super sensitive and change the levels and intensity. And then I'd try to change it back, and then it would decide it would be completely indifferent. But the Renpho remote works well. So if you're going to get the Renpho, I would recommend getting the remote with the Renpho 2.0, memorizing the button locations you want to adjust, put the Renpho on, change everything through the remote, then put the remote down. And for me, all of that is just too much work on the Renpho. For some reason, this is not the type of device I want to work to use. The last thing is the Renpho 2.0 is louder than the Breo IC4. And after using the Renpho 2.0 for a month, the noise level and the music was noticeable. I wanted a quieter unit, and the Breo IC4 is much quieter. Okay, so what are the key drivers to your purchase decision? There is a difference on pricing, but I think fit is going to be more important than pricing. It's going to make a big difference if it fits your face. It looks like many of the men's faces or the larger faces are going to do better with the Renpho. Smaller faces, maybe most of the women's faces, will fit the Breo IC4 better. And it does make a big difference if the massager fits your face. So for me, it didn't matter for the first couple of weeks with the Renpho, but as my eyes relaxed more and more, I became aware that it didn't fit my face. And because it didn't fit my face, it became less relaxing. So if you have a larger face and you're using the Breo IC4, I think it would be the same as having a smaller face using the Renpho. It would move the pads on top of your eyes, and that would make it so much less relaxing. It looks like fit is going to be the most critical part of your purchase decision because they're really only usable long-term if they fit your face. But of course, these other things could also be part of your decision maker. Heat. Some people don't like heat on the face. The Renpho allows you to turn the heat off. So if you don't want heat or want to adjust the heat in any way, you're going to want the Renpho. Most people don't like the music option because of the speakers, and you can turn the music off on the Renpho. The buttons on the Renpho, though, they're not consistent, and so you may get stuck pressing them a few times. The Breo IC4, it doesn't have music, and I haven't missed it. The buttons are a big deal. It's something you don't think about until you put the unit on and you realize your eyes are covered. So with all those options, you can't see them, and you have to feel your way around the buttons. I strongly prefer the one-button solution of the Breo IC4. And then there's the noise level of the massager. Now, the Breo IC4, it is a lot quieter, although I think fit is going to be the biggest driver of which one you're going to purchase. If you could use them both, then noise level may be important, and the Breo IC4 is a lot quieter. Okay, you guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for coming out here, and until next time, I will catch you on the other side.